Okay, if I'm getting this ready for VR, I might want to add a few more little features to it. One might be parking, not parking, cars. So I can go to site components and see if there's any in there. No, I don't see them. So let's load. And that's probably maybe under Entourage. Yeah, isn't that weird? It's under that. So I like the Beetle. That's kind of cool. And let's see. It's going to go on level 3 and probably minus zero point 0.5 from level 3. And I should be able to see it there. There it is. I kind of parked it in the in the building. Let's move that back a little bit. So there I've got a Beetle, and maybe I'll go add one more, just so that I've got maybe a little minivan. Beetle, a chair, no, but picture, not much in here. I'll put a van in there. There we go. And let's put a person walking around. We'll put a person right there, and we still have to get that one to level 3 and minus zero point 0.5, so it's standing on here. And I don't know where I put that again. Sometimes it puts it, so it shows it. Let's just put it right on level 3 and see what it looks like then. It could be that I just can't see it from that view. There's a little person. Oh, she's tiny. What's up with that? She seems tiny. That's like a tiny person. So I think I need to scale that person up. I'll show you how to do that at another time. I think that's in over here. See what happens if I just type in a height. No, still a tiny person. So I'll need to play around with that one. That one wasn't such a great person to put in there. This one should also probably, looks like it should be at 0 to get its wheels out of the mud. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe this person's, see what happens if I get this person off the ground a little bit. Now I can, no matter what's going on, I've got that going on. So let's see if I can scale. It's not going to let me scale this person. Okay, so too bad. We'll have to do something else with that. But there we go. So now we've got a couple of extra little things in here. I can maybe put in a sign. Let's see where the where I can find a sign in here. It's not under Entourage. It might be something called Site Components. Oh, yeah. Oh, look. Here's a bunch of parking stuff. Accessories, utilities. See what accessories look. Oh, a bike stand might be good. A trash can. A retail sign. There we go. I'll put a retail sign in up here so that somebody knows what this place is. Maybe I want some lighting. Okay, for that I don't go into here. Well, I might be able to get to it from site components. Let's see if it'll let me. And remember, if you're doing some real good work, you're going to do things like dumpsters and benches and things like that. But the dumpster is kind of an important one. So is the bike stand, because many places require that now. But there we go. Anyway, that's enough to just show you how this might go in VR. Might even want to put a little bridge across here. I remember seeing a bridge at one point, but you could at least put a ramp in. So I was going to show you how to do a ramp. So let's do one. I'm going to go to my level 3 and try to get some annotations to find let's say I wanted to go from this point here to, where's my 10 foot over here? Like around here. And it can go up also. Okay. So there we go. I'm going to put in a little, I'm going to put in a little bridge right there. It's not going to be very fancy. It's just going to be a little cheapy fleepy one just to give the idea. But I'm going to make that a ramp. Ramps are pretty cool. And so I'm going to start at one spot. And I'm going to make a run. And I'm going to make it along a line. And I'm doing this number 2 ramp. And so I'm going to go from level 3. I'm going to base it from level 1. I'm going to start at 10 feet. And then I'm going to also go from level 1 up to, say, 12 feet. So I'm going to start at 10. And I'm going to go to, oh, it's a little short. Let's see if I can make it a little longer. Sometimes you're allowed to and sometimes you can't. There we go. So this ought to be somewhere near 12 feet. If I need it to be wider, I can just drag the lines to make it wider. There we go. And I put it somewhere. Let's see where I put that ramp. Now I'm not sure where I put it. So let's go looking around for it. There it is. I just wasn't able to see it in that view. And it looks like my ramp has to go a little bit farther to get all the way. Although that doesn't look too bad. It looks like I got it over to the land. Maybe I have to go a little bit farther with it. Okay, over here it looks like I got it sunk in pretty good. So I think I just need to sink it over across a little bit more. I'm pretty close, actually. When I zoom in here, I'm pretty close with it. Okay, so if I want to do a little bit more work with it, I can go to my site plan view. I can click on it. And I can just drag that edge a little bit farther. I think I have to edit the sketch. There we go. So I want that to go back a little bit farther. And now I'm definitely into that 12. I can cut it off a little bit more, or I can even rotate it a little bit so that it's a little bit more straight into. Oh, that just did that edge. So I'm going to undo that. Probably have to select the whole thing. There we go. Take that whole thing, rotate it just a little bit so that it's more evenly going into this. And then I think this can move back just a hair. There we go. Okay, so ramps are kind of snickery. You know, they got kind of their own little things going on. But now I've got a nice little bridge across my stream. Isn't that cool? And I've got it set in, and it's good enough for a concept, right? Good enough for a concept. There we go. So that's how to make it more, quote, VR ready. Put some items in, maybe do some work with a ramp. You can put light bollards and outside lights on, and it just depends on how much time you want to spend. We don't have a lot of time this week, but in week 6 and week 7, you're going to have an additional amount of time as you prepare for your design review and as you make things. Okay, so there's a few more items that you can put in if you want to.